People who overthink everything in life usually display these 8 habits without realizing it. Do you ever find yourself caught in a loop of thoughts, second-guessing decisions, or replaying conversations in your head long after they've happened? Overthinking can sneak up on even the most confident of us, causing anxiety and self-doubt. It's like having a constant internal dialogue that can make even the simplest choices feel overwhelming. But what if I told you that there are certain habits that can signal when you're slipping into overthinking mode? These habits often go unnoticed, and they can impact not only your mental well-being, but also your relationships and daily life. In this video, we'll explore 8 common behaviors that indicate you might be an overthinker. By identifying these patterns, you can take the first steps toward reclaiming your peace of mind and finding clarity amidst the chaos. 1. Their minds are perpetually busy. The gears never stop turning for overthinkers. While some people might be able to switch off their thoughts and enjoy the comforts of silence, overthinkers don't have that luxury. Their minds are always buzzing, filled with endless thoughts and what-if scenarios. This constant mental chatter can be exhausting, but it's simply a part of life for overthinkers. Their brains are like a non-stop train of thoughts, questioning every decision, every situation, every interaction. And that's just when they're awake. Overthinking is not just a habit for them, it's more like a full-time job. And the worst part? They often don't even realize they're doing it. 2. They're masters of self-doubt. Confession time. I'm an overthinker myself. I remember a time when I was invited to a friend's birthday gathering. A simple, casual, and fun event, right? Well, not for me. The moment the invitation hit my inbox, the overthinking began. Should I go? What if I say something embarrassing? What if no one talks to me? What if they don't actually want me there and just invited me out of politeness? These thoughts consumed me, and before I knew it, I had talked myself out of going. And this is a classic move for overthinkers. We doubt ourselves constantly, questioning every decision we make and overanalyzing every situation. It's like living with a constant thunderstorm of worry in your head, making even the simplest things seem daunting. 3. They're night owls. Overthinkers and sleep have a complicated relationship. When the world quiets down, their minds tend to get louder. This isn't just a coincidence. According to research, people who tend to overthink have a harder time falling asleep at night. Their brains are busy processing the day's events, planning for tomorrow, and worrying about everything in between. So while others are soundly sleeping, overthinkers are often wide awake, their minds buzzing with thoughts. This can lead to a cycle of sleep deprivation and even more overthinking, a classic case of the chicken or the egg. With each sleepless night, the anxiety can intensify, making it even harder to unwind and find the rest they desperately need. 4. They're prone to anxiety. Overthinking can often go hand in hand with anxiety. Overthinkers have a tendency to imagine the worst-case scenario for just about everything. They can take a simple situation and spin it into a web of potential catastrophes, which can lead to feelings of worry and unease. Take a simple job interview, for example. For most people, it would cause a bit of nervous anticipation. But for an overthinker, it could turn into an all-out panic session. What if I say the wrong thing? What if I forget my lines? What if they hate me? This constant catastrophizing can lead to high levels of anxiety. It's like living on a never-ending roller coaster of worry and fear, making life much more stressful than it needs to be. 5. They have a hard time letting go. I can personally attest to this one. As an overthinker, letting go of past mistakes or regrets is exceptionally tough for me. I often find myself reliving past conversations, replaying them in my head over and over again, imagining different outcomes if I had just said this or done that. It's like my mind is stuck on a loop, and no matter how hard I try, I can't seem to press the stop button. And it's not just about the past. Overthinkers also agonize over the future, constantly worrying about what's to come and planning for every possible scenario. It's an exhausting cycle of overanalysis and worry that can make it difficult to stay present and enjoy the moment. 6. They're detail-oriented. You might think that being an overthinker is all about worry and stress, but it's not entirely negative. There's a silver lining. Overthinkers tend to be highly detail-oriented, while others might skim over details or take things at face value. Overthinkers dig deeper. They analyze every aspect, every nuance, and every possible outcome. They're the ones who notice the small things that others might miss and can provide a unique perspective due to their thorough analysis. This trait can be incredibly beneficial in situations that require attention to detail or critical thinking. So, despite the mental strain it can cause, overthinking isn't without its perks. 7. They're often indecisive. The world of an overthinker is filled with endless possibilities. And that's not always a good thing. It often leads to chronic indecisiveness. Whether it's choosing a lunch spot, picking a movie to watch, or making a life-changing career decision, overthinkers can find themselves paralyzed by the sheer number of options. They can see the potential drawbacks and benefits of each choice, which leads them into a spiral of analysis paralysis. The fear of making the wrong decision can be so overwhelming that they'd rather not make a decision at all. 8. They're exceptionally creative. Overthinking, despite its downsides, can lead to an extraordinary level of creativity. Overthinkers have a knack for seeing things from countless angles. They're constantly connecting dots, drawing parallels, and coming up with new ideas that others might not consider. Their minds are a hotbed for innovation and creativity. So if you're an overthinker and feeling weighed down by the constant mental chatter, remember this: your overthinking might just be the fuel for your next big creative breakthrough. Embracing the overthinking mind, whether it's the habit of second-guessing decisions, replaying past conversations, or worrying about the future, each behavior we've explored in this video can chip away at your peace of mind. However, awareness is powerful. By understanding these subtle signs of overthinking, you can begin to challenge your thought patterns and cultivate healthier habits. Start by practicing mindfulness, setting aside time for self-reflection, and seeking support when needed. As you learn to manage your thoughts, you'll find greater freedom and a renewed sense of peace.